Guess who got brands talking? Brandlife.co.za.
Welcome to the Financial Independence Coach. Naturally creating freedom, meaning, and wealth. Brought to you by Yeffel Pty Ltd in association with Brandlife.co.za. And here is your host and coach, Yvonne-Venter.
Good morning, Yeffel streamers and Brand Life listeners. Yes, it's Monday and you are listening to the Financial Independence Coach with me, your host, Yvonne-Venter. Now today we are talking freedom. The illusion of freedom that is structured by order and systems. Now, why do we have orders and systems in our life to structure freedom? Why? Because life is supposed to serve us, not we be a slave to it. Now, to discuss this in a business concept, today I have one of our previous guests in studio. Maybe you remember who she is. Previous Mrs. Africa Glamour 2018, fashion designer, artist, wife, mother, Reshane. Welcome back.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's so nice being back and seeing you again. I hope you had a fantastic holiday.
Oh, well, my Decembers are generally working holidays because it's my year end. So end off 1 year good and I start the next one even greater.
Oh, that's great. With a bang.
With a bang. And your festive season?
It was great. Yeah, listen, I take my time with family and I spend it with them because I have such a busy, hectic schedule that I just need some, just quality time with the boys and with my husband. Just relaxing, clearing my mind, focusing on my next adventure.
And your next adventure is exactly what we're talking about today.
Yes.
Now, Reshane, Boss Babe Online. You guys you guys are launching end of February, beginning March.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Why Boss Babe Online? Where did the idea come from?
I had there was a course that E. Daniel Miller had last year, and I was privileged enough to attend the course. And he's very renowned in Australia, I think in the USA. He's friends with Donald Trump and all those people. And with his background, his business background, in the course he tackled click and go, click and do business.
Yeah.
And in that course he also taught us that you must Google keywords and see what came up the most, because he described it as buying a house.
Yes, it's your virtual property that you're buying.
Yeah, the property, and you must make sure it's located in such a good spot that you get a lot of views. So that's one thing that I took, and I've do the keyword search, and then I came across Boss Babe. And then I know they're very popular on Facebook quotes, Instagram, all those. They've got a lot of followers. And then being an online course and seeing it as a future project for me to grow, I just thought of the name Boss Babe Online, because we want to do everything now online. I think it's the new thing everybody is doing.
Digital
lately.
format's the way forward.
Yeah, it's definitely the way forward, and especially business. And so we decided on the name Boss Babe Online. Luckily for us, the international.com was still available. So yes, I think we've got a win-win situation here. It still speaks for all the business women. So it's related. You can relate to it.
Yes.
It's got a nice ring. And so we're launching end of February, beginning March.
Oh, fantastic. Now, what is Boss Babe really going to be all about?
I've had a quiz on my current page, Business Women Network Alliance, and the three things that came up the most remember, my first thing why I've started Business Women Network Alliance was to help new and small business owners in South Africa. And with my title, it gave me the opportunity to go into Africa to expand a bit. So with this new one that we're going to launch, it's going to be international. And we still want to focus on new and small business owners, but women as silks, and focusing on the three main topics, providing them with top class finance and tips and providers, and then also marketing. Marketing was a huge thing for small business owners, to help and teach them how to do marketing. So there will be finance products online available. There will be marketing, other companies that we want to associate with will be online as well, available. And then the other thing is contacts. So how are we going to give them value to get new contacts, establish a new client base?
A network platform.
Yes. So I've discovered something that's very popular overseas. If you arrange a network function, you get to do it on your website as well, and we're going to have that function included as well. You can go and see who's going to attend the networking events, and then you can arrange via our website a separate date to meet up with them, or a visual coffee date with them over line. And then you get to meet, say for instance, our network events are huge. We're usually between 150 to 200 business women coming together, and the launch is not going to be different. We've secured a huge name in South Africa that's going to provide a show for us, and getting the African pageant involved, and all our businesses that we want, the NGOs that we really are involved with, we're going to do something for them as well on the launch. But to get back to, so that yes, that's our main focus, focusing on all those three areas on the website. We will still do our networking events, and then, as I said, they will have the opportunity to work with the best people in marketing, best people in finance, and they will have the opportunity to connect with other small business owners that they can collaborate with and grow their business.
Oh, fantastic. So it's going to be your main focus is going to be those 3 points.
Yes.
And you're going to give them not just the information on it,
No.
but actually access to
Yes.
the networking events, to the finance providers.
Yeah, and on the end, it's still a bit hush-hush actually, but I think maybe it's time to say, listen, this is my future views or visions. My goals is to have my own magazine, Biz Boss Babe Online, and also to have my own apps. And with the apps, you can connect to other business owners as well. And I think, that's my view. We're going to have YouTube channels. I'm going to have my own business radio show again. So, yes, just a lot of things.
Fantastic. So it's not just ending with the website
No.
and with the networking
It's
events.
going to
There's
be
future plans towards that.
True, yeah.
Now, with all these future plans and what you've set up so far, before the show, in the meeting invite, I said I specifically wanted to look at your structure, order, the systems. Your experience thus far, building up Boss Babe Online to where you are going to launch now. Your experience with regards to the systems, how important was systems for you, for your whole team, in the planning process to get this on the roll?
It was just one thing developing into another thing. Remember, we started with the Business Women Network Alliance, so I'm not new to it. It's only the name that's going to change. And in a sense, we're going to start over, correcting all the mistakes that we probably made with Business Women Network Alliance. But the main thing is just consistency. I think a lot of business people don't consist in anything. You need to keep up regular posts on my main place where I advertise as Business Women Network Alliance, and that we're going to do with Boss Babe Online, because it's just the extension. It's still media is very important, and when you first get the followers and your members to see that you add real value, then your number starts growing, and then you can see the opportunity, as I did, to go now online, to take the next step. So yeah, it was, I remember the first 100 followers I've got on Facebook. Just remember, Facebook is not for every business. I think maybe because I'm a bit older, I'm 41, and Facebook was my next step. It was just a natural thing to have my page there and to develop from there. But just to have my first 100 followers, I remember it was like, oh, wow, I made it. And now we're standing over close to 3,000 already, and I think with all my people, my collaborations that I brought in, Manus Broodryk is really one of the top guys in South Africa, and he's also going to be a huge financial advisor as well on my new adventure. And then just bring giants in that knows the procedures, know what's going to be best for small business entrepreneurs, and how to grow their business. So we collaborated this time with Boss Babe Online. We made sure we collaborated with the right people in the right places.
So it's the right people in the right places, and behind the scenes the right systems.
I don't know it all. I'm still learning myself. But I think the magic thing is here, we've established a foundation. It's not just building on the foundation. I think a lot of people, they just want to skip all those things, establish a media presence first, getting your followers, and then establish a trust between them. Let them know you know what you're talking about, and that you can actually assist them with problems and be of help for them to grow their business. And from there you can take it a step further. So it was just a natural step then now to go online, having the right collaborations. I've got a guy that I really trust. Is still very young. I think he's now 22 or 23, and he's going to manage my Instagram. And he's got like so many followers just on his own page. So it shows me he knows exactly what to do. We're going a bit to the younger generation. So my next step is now Instagram as well. So he's going to manage Leon Barnard. He's going to manage my Instagram account as well. So I just think it's about being visible on every platform possible to expand your business. And that's my tactic. That's our thing of expanding now.
Yeah, but visibility automatically is your marketing.
Yes.
If you're not visible on those different platforms,
True.
and you don't manage it, and
Yes.
you, like you said, have the consistency
Yes.
with your flow of content, which all forms part of your structure,
Yes.
then what do you actually have? Because that is, if you really think about it, except for your paid per click, that is your free marketing.
Yes.
That is your social proof that you
Yes.
put in place for people to say, this is who I am, and I actually know
Yes.
what I'm doing.
Yeah. And we're going to make a point of is getting testimonials in. I think it's very important to have testimonials, even if you start off from the beginning. Have people that can actually tell other people what you did for them. So have testimonials in place. So that's what we focus it on Businesswomen Network Alliance, and we just want to expand it now into Businesswomen Online or Business Boss Babe Online.
Boss Babe Online.
Yes.
But more of that after the break.
Harnessing the power of talk radio. Brandlive.co.za.
The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
1-0. This one's explosive.
Brandlive.co.za.
Luna quick, 'cause I do what I want, and I get what I want when I want it.
You know life can be so ordinary. Boy meets girl, they said, oh, make a baby.
brandlive.co.za.
Ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.beastownmedia.co.za.
Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat. You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
And we're back. You're listening to the Financial Independence Coach, broadcasted live here from 27 Boxes in Melville on brandlive.co.za. Brought to you by Yeffel Pty Ltd. Now, Reshane, before the break, we spoke about Boss Babe Online and the structures and orders that you basically had to put in place to move forward from business Network Women Alliance to grow bigger internationally with Boss Babe Online. Now, I know with your launch, you guys are going to launch also a competition.
Yes.
Now, tell us a bit more about that.
Well, we saw the need for young entrepreneurs, schoolers in particular. They've got so much potential, and I think they don't get any exposure. And we know in South Africa it's extremely important to get, difficult to get finance for your business. And they're the young people that got the ideas and they want to move forward, but they can't.
Out the box thinking.
True. And some of them got brilliant business ideas. And that's the competition we're going to launch. So we're focusing on schoolers, more from 16 to 18 years, and then we're going to launch as well another competition for UNISA students, people that's already studying first to third year students. Everybody with a unique business concept, and then we also collaborate with a lot of huge companies that's going to sponsor prizes, but we're going to expand a bit on that later when we first launch. But just to get everybody excited, we're going to do this competition. There's going to be great prizes involved, and I think it's going to be the first of many competitions that we're going to hold to give something back and help those young people to get businesses that's going to work and that's going to give them an income and give them recognition for the hard work that they already put into their business. And you never know who they can encourage again to be entrepreneurs. I think in South Africa we really need to be there for the youth, because they are the new entrepreneurs of South Africa. They're the new generation, and we need to do something for them.
Yeah, no, they definitely our future, and if we want to grow our GDP and push up our GDP and grow our economy, then we can no longer be reliant on the big corporates.
No,
we have to help the entrepreneurs, whether it be a 50-year-old, but especially the younger ones that doesn't really have the business sense or the money sense.
Yeah.
Because let's face facts, those are two things that you're not taught in school.
Yes.
How to move forward and how to build on that.
Yes.
Now, with this whole move from Business Women Network Alliance over to Boss Babe, and your launching date that's
I
almost want to say looming on the horizon.
Yeah.
What was your emotional trip through this whole series?
I think the emotional thing always was to the main thing was always to believe in yourself. I think a lot of women, they, especially myself, it's just to get the confidence to believe in your idea and to realize, listen, this is going to work. And the minute when I realized it's going to work is when Daniel Miller approached me and said, listen, Reshane, you're sitting on a gold mine. You've got the basic idea of where you want to go, and we want to buy in. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I've made something by myself, just my passion, what I really believe in, and I've stick it out. But you can't, I think the thing is you get so used to what you're busy doing. You get into a turmoil, doing the same thing over
you're working
and over.
so
and
much
you're not
in
growing.
the business
Yes.
instead of working on the business.
So I needed somebody to just pull me out of it so that I can look at my business on a different angle and see, listen, there is opportunity of that we can grow in. And one of the things was now to go online and just to see what else I can do with my business. He really opened my mind about a lot of things, that potential that my business has, and I haven't seen it. So I think a lot of business owners don't see the real potential in their business because they're so involved in the day-to-day and trying to run your business, but you're not focusing on growing. And I think that's a problem with a lot of new and small entrepreneurs. They're trying to be a one-man show, try to handle everything by themselves, and then their business just doesn't grow. And then they ask, why am I stuck? Why aren't my business grow? Why don't I get new customers?
Yes.
So you need to evolve the entire time. Be prepared to evolve, make mistakes. That's the thing. I think a lot of people are so scared of making mistakes, and they get so used to their current ways of doing business that they just get stuck.
We see now, unfortunately, being afraid of mistakes, that comes back from our socializing in schools.
Yes.
The way we have been brought up in schools.
Yeah.
It's wrong to make a mistake.
Yeah.
If you make a mistake, you're going to get into trouble.
Yes.
But unfortunately, the way the human brain is structured and the human psyche is structured, we actually learn from our mistakes. And to be fearful of those mistakes is being fearful of learning, moving forward.
I've got a brilliant quote that I read the other day. It's about, if you have confidence, you won't need to fear anything. So you only fear something if you don't have confidence that you will be able to do it.
Exactly. I mean, it's like I did some research over the festive season. And one of the stories that I came across from one of my mentors was a radio station, not very much bigger than Brand Life, but has been on air for 22 odd years.
That's a long
and
time.
has an entire storeroom of archives of all the shows that's been on. Now, this radio producer, it's him and his wife, and they run the content, and they live on the donations. But when somebody actually opened his mind to the fact that you have got such a wonderful archive, 22 years full of interviews with presidents and football stars and golfing stars and you name it is included in that package. Once he realized that the digital product value that he was sitting on, and when he started turning that into products, he was sitting on a gold mine of billions. And it's just to change your point of view. And sometimes you need that one person that pulls you back out of your business and say, hang on, work on it, not in it.
True.
Now, the whole emotional trip for you was obviously a huge learning curve.
True, and I'm still learning as it is. And I don't think I will ever know everything, but that's why you get people in that know something that you don't know.
Well, it's like the big boss of Apple said, and the big boss of Microsoft, they've got the idea. They don't know everything.
True.
They employ people
that
knows better than them.
True.
to
Yes.
solve the problems
Yeah.
they are facing.
Yeah, you see, now I'm there.
Well, then you're in good company because, I mean, what's Ford's... now the name slips me. The inventor of the Ford... whatever. But he also stated that, it's not his job to know everything.
Yeah,
He employs people that are smarter than him
true.
to solve the problems that he is facing.
Yes. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he had the first motor vehicle that was manufactured on a production line. So you're in great company.
Yes. Yeah,
Carry
just
on.
keep going.
But you see, that's also a thing that I've picked up with a lot of small businesses, entrepreneurs, your mom and pop entrepreneur, your solo entrepreneur. They tend to think that they have to do everything themselves.
I think the reason is why is finance. A lot of them are struggling because now you need somebody that can do your website. Firstly, some of them charge how much for a website, and you don't even know if the quality, and you don't even know if the quality is going to be of such value for you to grow your web page. So I think the thing is, if you struggle, somebody, I think I've read it, or it was Marnus Burdrack that said it. There's so much, you don't need to pay to get a mentor. You don't need to get, if you're struggling with something in your business, go and check out YouTube channels.
Yes.
There's so much
many
content.
editorials on
True.
there.
Yeah, go and check out those. And some of them will be of value for you to help you grow your business. But I think the main thing that I've seen in entrepreneurs is goal setting.
Oh, yes.
Especially women. We don't have time, firstly, because we want to be the mother, we want to be the wife, we want to run our business, and you need to be there for everybody. And
you've got so many other things on your to-do
Yes,
list which
true.
you have not written down,
Yes.
but you're ticking it off in your head.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, you come to a point where it's like I forgot
that
something.
motivation. Yes, true.
Number one, can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
And then when you do remember lying there in the middle of the night, while struggling with your insomnia, you realize, it was A, B, and C.
True.
And then it's like, okay, I must write that down, or I must remember it. And tomorrow the whole day just starts over and runs away with you again, and you forget it.
About it again. So what I focus now on Business Women Network Alliance is goal setting and how to accomplish it. So I've put worksheets on it, and it's easy. You can go on Pinterest and you can download worksheets from there as well, and just manage your day to day and manage your week. My main thing that I've learned is I've set enormous goals for Boss Babe Online, and I've worked backwards in a year's time. And I've just broken every step down in smaller steps. So I found that very useful for me because I'm very much all over the show. I try to be there for everybody, and I want to do everything by myself. I've got really trust issues. I'm a perfectionist, and I've just realized, listen, I need to break it down. Otherwise, I'm going to work myself. I've just came from a holiday, and I'm tired already again.
You're exhausted, you're burnt
Yes,
out.
yeah. So for me, I have my people there that's going to help me now. I've got new business mentors that's going to be involved, not only for me, but I did a practice run with them.
With them, so that
to
you can
see,
know that
yes,
what you are giving
true.
the future
members of Boss,
is going to
True.
work, because it actually worked for you.
Yes. So so it's just a lot of exciting stuff, but goal setting is extremely important.
Well, then I as soon as I'm finished with From Zero to Hero, I should give you one of my first copies for a proofread.
Okay.
And work through it and see how it works for you.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I will.
Yeah,
oh,
no,
I will definitely. Yes.
Definitely. But that's it for us for today. I will post all Reshane's details on the website. Our IT guy is sitting here and I am pointing at him to do it. So all Reshane's details and the details for Boss Babe Online will be on the website, and we will share it on the Facebook page as well. Reshane, it was absolutely loving having you in the studio again.
Oh, it's one of the brilliant shows. I love being with you, and you're so educated educated and fun. So thank you for
Thank you
inviting me.
compliment. But we'll definitely have you on just after the launch again.
Okay, great. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no. We have to talk about that competition. We have to
Yes.
give the listeners more details.
True, so they can go into it and they can apply as well.
Yes, of
Yes.
course. The more,
Yeah.
the merrier.
True.
Definitely. But for me, for now, this is your host and coach, Yvonne-Venter Louw. Until next week, peace be with you.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.